Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simp, and All Subjects Show. Let me tell you, this is going to be Isaiah 4:1, but I want to talk to you about something real quick before we start. What I'm noticing about these young guys, one reason why they do way more dumb stuff than we did, they get locked up way more than we did, is because they rule out all advice. Like when we was little, we had Dare and the Hang Tough and all that. Wasn't nobody, like, people would make jokes, but wasn't nobody saying, man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. That didn't, that's lame, that's corny. It stuck with us. And most of us were drug free. You had some people that was doing stuff still, but most of the kids that grew up like 80s, 91, when all that Hang Tough and Dare and all that, most of us, drugs ain't our problem. See, my generation, where they messed up with us is they didn't really teach us about money in most families and most schools. But they taught us not to do drugs. You had Smokey the Bear. We had a lot of good influence. We had Mr. T and Friends. All the cartoons would give you a good message at the end of the cartoon. Now, man, I ain't trying to hear that. These people need advice more than anything else, and they don't want no advice. That's why what I do is, if I tried to tell you and you didn't listen to me, I don't feel sorry for you. I just keep it moving. Like, hey man, I tried to tell you. So, and I told y'all about the dude that when I was working in detention, I was talking to him and stuff like that because I knew him and was trying to steer him on the right path because he kept coming in there. And I could see in his room, because his room was close to where my desk was. I was talking to him through the control panel. So I saw his face. He was up in there rolling his eyes like a girl. So I stopped talking to him. A couple weeks later, he gets out. He tries to rob an old man, 75, Army veteran. The man takes the gun from him and shoots him with it and kills him. When I heard it, I didn't feel like remorse like that because I tried to reach it. A lot of y'all dudes, these dudes don't be they rely on street money. Then they get locked up. Then some of them won't work, but they always making babies though. You gonna get caught eventually. You gonna get caught. I've seen the best of them, the most sneakiest dudes, get indicted. I know a lot of guys that's been indicted. Some of them friends with me since we was kids. Some of them used to be on the block with me. So I know. Another thing, like some of the older people, they mindset is current, modern too. Because what they do is, like, some of the older dudes, they try to act like they the only one that know how these streets go. Like, if you ain't never been to jail, a person that used to be out there that ain't never been in jail, that's the person that know how these streets go, not the one that can't stay out of jail. You always get caught. So all of this comes into play with the way you deal with these women. Women are trying to take everything you learned through your life, on the street, from the TV, everything you learned is useful out of you to benefit them. And I know this because I've seen it. They want you to be their whipping boy. And a lot of time they don't even know it, that they been that way. They don't even be knowing. Because they blinded by their own conceit sometimes. Blinded by women are arrogant too. So they think they doing you a favor. Listen, can't no woman do me a favor by being around. Unless she caters to me and does those things for me, which I can't do for myself. This is the reason why I'm against monogamy. Because when you in monogamy and you got one that more than likely she gonna try to make everything about her, when that's not how it is. And they think because they got the court on their side. Let me tell you something. This is for my Christian guys. Don't ever let no woman, your wife, your mama, your sisters, your co-workers, or anybody else use your faith against you. That's your faith. And this straight from the Most High. Don't ever let them use your faith against you. You be a man. You tell them, I'm a man first. I'm a man first. And just because you're a Christian don't mean you can't get divorced. You can. As a man, you can get divorced whether you're a Christian or not. The Most High gave you that right because of things that He knows. If women and men were equal in the eyesight of God in terms of their marriage, why did He give men different and more leeway when it comes to divorce than women? Because He knows why He created women. See, He knows why He created women. Let's get to Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. What's the disgrace? I'll be naming all kind of stuff. The disgrace is everything that they are becoming in today's world. They want a guy to commit to them in marriage after 90, 100, 200 guys done had the best they had to offer. They want you to pay for and protect something that everybody done had. And even if nobody had it, did they have your attitude? Did they have your mind? But some women been thinking about dudes from when they were young their whole entire life. They not worth committing to in marriage either. Because they gonna be faking the funk, as it's called, in terms of how they really feel. So this Isaiah 4:1, I want to talk about guys, and we talked about, I told y'all I'm coming back to this. Guys done figured and are figuring these women out. That's why a lot of guys don't date. That's why a lot of guys don't marry. That's why a lot of guys don't have kids. From the woman's side is because all these women trying to go after the same dudes. From the guy's side is because of how the women are. That people they wising up, they waking up. So they rather live in an apartment by themselves, eat cereal in the morning, go to work, lay in their bed with no shirt on, arm behind their head, watching comedy and watching Netflix, than to be arguing with some broad. I don't care how many kids you got. Don't spend your life like that. You're gonna make mistakes. Hey, listen, that's part of being a man. You need to make mistakes as a man. That's how you learn how to fight. And that's how you learn how to fight your way through situations. But a lot of these women, they'll try to make you act like a punk. Like you don't want to take no risk, no chances. That's a punk. You gonna have to go for yours, and sometimes you're gonna lose. But these women, they'll try to take the fight out of you. Well, let me see what my wife say. Let me see what my wife say. Man, no. No, I learned the hard way. You gotta, if it's something you wanna do, you gotta do it. Cause she'll talk you out of something that you should be doing sometime. And you can't blame her. You gotta look at yourself. If you knew you were supposed to start that business, go to that college, take that job, and you letting some woman govern your mind, all they are is childbirth and sex. And if they good, they'll allow you to add more to that. When they disrespectful, all they are. That's what y'all gotta remember. If you ain't having kids no more, like you're an older dude, you're a man. What do you need emotional support for? That's them, not you. I've learned, man, when I'm fighting to pay these bills, when I'm going through this, going through that, I've learned that the worst thing you could do is go to a woman. Because most of them, they're going to lose respect for you when you go through the everyday affairs of life. Because they ain't going to understand how you should handle it, because it's the challenger nature that they have. Adam had the whole garden. Eve was trying to get him to try to be a god. So, the challenger nature, man, you better off just dealing with this stuff yourself. I learned, man, stop confiding in these people. Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them none of your business. Don't tell them none of your business ideas. Don't confide in them. If you're in a relationship, don't talk to them about politics. I've learned this. And when you learn, the need for friends and to be in a relationship goes away. Now you open to both if you smart and you know matrix. But now you looking at it different. You looking at it like, the only way I'm gonna have friends is this. The only way I'm gonna have a relationship is this. And why you looking at it like that? Because you woke up. Just like, I don't care what none of these women say. I don't care how pretty you is. I don't care who think I'm ugly. I don't care how much money you got. Talking about, well, he got to be on my level or higher. I don't care. I don't care. Because I've figured out this fact. That gold diggers, strippers, escorts / streetwalkers are one and the same. If you a gold digger where you only gonna have sex with a man and you only gonna do the dues with a man, if he got money well to do, then you ain't no better than a prostitute. Now, am I telling you to accept otherwise? No, that ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, know who you are. You, as a gold digger, are nothing more than a prostitute yourself. Because think about it like this. Women are there to help men. But if you try to turn the tables, okay, you turning the tables. So should a guy get with you and argue and possibly get cheated on, possibly get divorced, raped? Or should he just say, you know what? I'm going to skip and I'm going to cut all the corners. This is why I'm not going to say no other YouTubers' names in this, talking about this. But this is why some YouTubers know more than other YouTubers in terms of this. because they understand what I'm saying. That why get in a relationship with a gold digger when what a gold digger is going to give you, you can get without a relationship. You see? So if you're going to get in a relationship, then it should be in a relationship with a sharing woman, sharing everything she has, everything she is. Not a woman that's there to take. Because guess what? This ain't for kids. I'm trying to be nasty, but I'm going to say it like this. I can get a nut myself. I can get it done myself. And guys know what I'm talking about. If a guy look at something that arouses him long enough, he can get one off with no hands. Eventually, his wing ding just gonna say, all right, explosion time. Shoosh. So why would I put myself through turmoil to bust a nut? That's what unwise men do. These dudes be going to jail. They be mad because somebody else gonna get their girl. Somebody else gonna get their wife. Who cares? If she want them, she's theirs, not mine. My time is up. Do not be trying to prove yourself to these women. And like I said, most guys a lot of guys done woke up to this. They supposed to be proving themselves to you, not the other way around. Not the other way around, because a man doesn't have to have kids. A man doesn't have to have a wife. Who told you you had to? Those are wants, not needs. I need the Most High, peace with the Most High, favor with the Most High, for him to give me health and safety. A woman is a want. But with me, it's not even a want if she's confrontational, if she's rebellious, if she's unsubmissive. There's nothing she has that I want. Because I've seen the good and bad of women. I've seen both. So that's just something that's there. And people try to shame dudes that deal with prostitutes. Okay, what do you expect a man who has a wife that don't have sex with him to do? Should he go and get with the gold diggers? And here's the thing that people don't factor in. You cold approaching, you stepping to women and stuff. You're going to get turned down by the majority of them, probably 95%. The best of us will get like 5%, 10%. And then when you approaching them, you don't know if they got a man. They could be lying. You don't know if they got a disease. You don't know what their economic status is. You don't know any of that. What I would advise is you being the man, don't divulge too much information to them, but make them divulge all of their information to you. That's how you dominate. Don't feel sorry. These young dudes don't know what they talking about, man. It's the young dudes that still don't understand how this go. They be like 50-50. They be like, that's control. You be in control. You know why? Because you ain't there yet. You gonna have to get knots on your head before you understand how it go with these women. That's why you should be listening to the older guys on YouTube. If you even it ain't many guys that I would say is more than 5 years younger than me. If you under 40 I'll still listen to you, but it's going to have to be something else. Like, you're going to have some entertainment value. You're going to have some high intelligence. Like, a couple of the guys that I listen to, it's because their videos are good, and somehow I believe they learn from older guys. I could tell by the talking points. But some of these guys, if you going against this kind of talk, you ain't there yet. You ain't there yet. You either a pander bear, a simp, a white knight, or you just got the versus mindset. You just want to go against people. Because you understand. If you understand, then you don't go against this talk. Because you know that, or an agent, you're an agent. You either work for the FBI, CIA, you're trying to stop groups from forming, COINTELPRO or something. But if you ain't none of those, you ain't gonna go against this kind of talk, because you're gonna understand that this kind of talk is gonna help you and others. When you married, you supposed to get something out of it. If you doing everything, she got you. If you doing more than her, she got you. I don't care. Health, nothing. If you not riddled in disease, there's no exceptions, no excuses. For a man to be doing more in the house than a woman. She shouldn't have to cut the grass or nothing like that. But it's a lot of that stuff in the house and to do with the house, she should be doing. Should no housewife be complaining about having to pick up some socks or having to clean up the house or having to wash some clothes? What it is these women watch so much TV, so much Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, that it's that entitlement. People like Shira 7 and all of them is making them think that they somehow are benefiting you. Listen, I could jack off, and you will never shame me for doing it, because I know the truth. I know the truth. The Most High knows that men gonna lust. The Most High didn't hold it against Samson. He didn't hold it against Solomon. The reason why he held it against David, because he gave him enough wives to be pleased. And David was being malicious, trying to get somebody else. That's the only reason why he got mad at David. But y'all, listen, do not fear divorce. Do not fear breakup. You're a man. You're not supposed to fear anything or anybody but God himself. If you're a man and you don't fear God, but you fear people, something is wrong with that picture. The Most High can cause your life to end at a moment's notice, or mine's. And people on here talking down on God, but then you hear these same people talking like they fearful of certain men. You're confused in your mind. If anybody will get you, it's God. You're confused. But these people try to disqualify you for physical appearance, for money. Okay, let's say all the women find you attractive and you're a millionaire, but you don't know your people skills. You lack people skills. You don't know how to deal with women. You're going to lose more than you gain. Show me 10 men that gained from having a woman living with them or from being married that's not Pookie's. I know of one that his life was positively impacted over time by what his wife does. Really two. But one of them is up and down, iffy, because of other stuff. Dude, listen, I don't hate women. I don't believe a lot. I don't believe hardly any of these guys hate women. But they're learning and they know the truth. They're waking up to it. They understand. They understand now. People used to try to shame you for not being married, for not having kids. If anybody try to shame you for not being married or not having kids, and you know somebody that's married or have kids, that their kids is ruining their life, or their wife is ruining their life, or just not even being a wife, she a strife, throw it back up in their face. Like, yeah, you trying to shame me for being married, not having kids, but such and such, his kids can't stay out of jail. His wife messing with this dude, that dude, be talking slick. The worst thing that a man can have is a woman that be talking slick. Because what's the end result if you call her bluff? You being possibly killed by the police, they not worth it, man. And then they start trying to act like you ain't never smashed a broad by hiding the cooch from you. Are you serious? When they start not giving that thing up, give them up. Give them up. Like, if you ain't the richest guy, you know you gotta get your paper in order first. But your divorce is when you say, not when the papers say. And you ain't gotta be acting all mean. Like, once you make up your mind that you're done with her, don't spend all your time arguing with her. It's not even, who cares? And a lot of these women, if they more vindictive or malicious, they try to, well, I'm gonna do this, or my man to do that, or my future husband this. Let's go get your future husband. Go get him. Where's he at? Go get him. Get married so he won't have to pay you alimony. Well, I'll just hit him for child support. No, you won't. What guy is going to pay a woman child support willingly, just 100% cooperative, who knows the system that is government pimp game, and that she lives with another man? You pouring, you building up their household. Sound dumb. And if y'all dudes go for that, you dumb. And I talk to a lot of my Christian brothers, because Christianity takes away manhood if you don't understand the truth about the scripture and how the Most High deals with men. It'll turn you into a mouse. You'll be the type to carry guns your whole life. Now you don't got none in the house. Man, please. I dare you to come in my house. You better catch me while I'm asleep. The Most High want me to get you. Anybody that's saying otherwise is a fool. You come up in my house with some guns making demands. One of us or both of us gotta go. I ain't trying to hear that. That Bible does not take away my masculinity. If your preacher do, he's dumb. Why are you in his church? He's a dummy. I'm leading my house, not you. You leading that church. Just like when I start my church again, that's their house. I'm not finna try to lead another man's house. And your wife ain't coming to me with a one-sided story. Neither are you. Y'all want my advice? I gotta hear both sides. Ain't no catering to women. Ain't no catering to men, but you gotta acknowledge the manhood. These dudes be, God is my protector. Yeah, he is. But that 45, that 9, and all that other stuff is too. I got brass knuckles. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whichever one I get to, that's what you gonna get. I don't care about your gang, your clique, none of this stuff, man. Your family. For one, I already got a curse on anybody that would try that stuff with me. It's already there. See, most of y'all pastors is teaching elementary level dealings with the Most High and the Most High in the Scripture. Me, I'm advanced. I'm up there in terms of the level. I just come down because I know that it's all different levels of people that's listening. But I fully understand what the Most High approves and disapproves of in terms of me being a man. The Most High ain't saying, well, I said you shall not kill. That scripture don't apply to a person breaking in your house or a person coming up to you with a gun on the street demanding money and you have a gun. Now you could give it to them. You can, and if in some cases they catch you slipping, you probably should. But if I hear that thing cock back like you finna shoot me anyway, it's time to fight. I'm gonna try to take that gun from you and shoot you with it. I ain't gonna be thinking, well, the Bible says you shall not kill. I know what that means. I know what that means. It don't mean what you think. You say, well, there's no exceptions. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. The Most High be setting stuff up. So you know he not saying not at all. But people try to turn you into a little mouse. A mouse of a man. I dare y'all to come in my church with that. And you think because you giving money that I'm going to let you like be in there emasculating guys? It ain't happening, Captain. Not in my church. And I guarantee you the woman is going to come because the man is going to be there. Guys be thinking they got to get rid of every aspect of their manhood to love God. I'm going to tell you, if you think that, you're going to end up on his bad side. Now, I remember when I started going to him about my marriage, and the answers I was getting was totally different than what I expected. Totally different. Totally different. And I'm going to get into it over time, but it's so deep because he didn't take up for men or women, but he showed the roles. He showed the roles. And I think that a lot of guys is just in them, because there's guys on here that ain't even spiritual, that understand these things because they have wisdom in regards to relationship. And even you could pray for wisdom from the Most High and not even be his, and he sometimes will give it to you. I know who to listen to on here. I know when it's time to stop listening to people. But anyway, I gotta go. They waking up. They realizing that gold diggers and a stripper and a gold digger, in my mind, is the same. I don't want neither one of them. The stripper, in her mind, she gonna always think that men are at her disposal. So if you don't give her and do everything that she wants you to do, then she's going to. The gold digger, same thing. Escort, streetwalker, same thing. They gonna all think that men are at their disposal. Body count, same thing. You need a woman that was not touched at all or barely touched, but still has her mind intact. Like if you get a woman that been kissing and teasing, that's gonna be high body count. Like she was kissing on 10 different dudes, telling dudes, liking dudes, infatuated with dudes. That's gonna be the same as if she let them smash. But thanks for watching. Keep tuning in. This is The Truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.